3520 Broadway and 1500 North 12th Street. The Liquor Booth, where it's always happy hour.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Daily Muddy. Today I have a very special guest with me. It is Darrel Schrage from the American Legion, and he is here to talk about what we called planting of the flags, but it is the placement of the flags.
Yes, the flags aren't going to grow.
I know. So. I read this on the board, and I was like, Darrel, what are we doing? What's happening? So what are we doing, Darrel?
Well, every year for Memorial Day, we place flags at each of the tombstones at Sunset Cemetery for each veteran. And there's roughly around 8,000 of them.
Oh, that's a lot.
It is. And we started around 5 p.m. And it usually takes like an hour and a half to 2 hours, depending on how many people show up to help.
So show up to help. Is this it's volunteer?
It's absolutely volunteer.
And that's what we're looking for here?
That's what we're looking for here.
Okay.
The more people, the quicker it'll be.
Yeah. Okay, so when is this going to be held again?
This is Wednesday the 22nd. The weather is supposed to be really nice right now, but in case it changes, our rain date would be the following day.
All right.
Thursday the 23rd.
Awesome. And you said, what time does this start again?
5 p.m.
Okay, so how does one get to be a volunteer with the American Legion for the placement of the flags?
Well, for the placement, just come out to Sunset Cemetery. It's north of Quincy on 24, just past Napide. That's the only access into the cemetery. Don't try to go through the vet's home, all the construction there. So just north of Quincy on 24, just past Napide, and we'll have people out there to direct you in.
Awesome. And that was great direction, Darrel, considering you said that you just recently moved here.
Well, it was about 3 years ago.
Okay.
We moved here.
Well, I've been here all my life, and if people asked me to give directions like that, I would still mess them up, and you did a pretty good job. So.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
So what brought you to Quincy?
Well, I grew up not too far away in Edina, Missouri, and so me, it's kind of coming home. My wife, however, she grew up in Staten Island, New York, and that's where we lived for an awful long time.
New York.
Yes.
New York to Quincy. That's quite the jump.
It's a culture shock for her.
I bet.
It's homecoming for me.
Okay. And then, so one of the things that you joined, obviously, was the American Legion.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about the American Legion outside of what you do with this event.
When somebody thinks about the American Legion or the VFW or any veteran services organization, they think about a bunch of old guys sitting around a bar drinking beer. Trading war stories, and that happens.
Did you just read my mind?
No.
Okay.
That does happen, but we do a lot more than that too. I mean, we involved in a lot of community events, Toys for Tots. We do all the Memorial Day events, Veterans Day events. We march in all the parades. We a lot of funerals, providing military rights for veterans, et cetera. And we've also been instrumental working with our partners with the VFW and other veteran service organizations in bringing up the VAC, which recently established. And that's basically connecting veterans to the resources they've earned.
Okay, so what made you join the American Legion?
Well, I joined quite a while ago. I'm a retired Navy, and I joined the American Legion back in 2000, so I've been a member for quite a while.
Well, thank you for your services.
Thank you. I'm also a life member of the VFW as well, so both are great organizations. And during World War II, we had roughly 40-some% of our population served in the armed forces. Now it's roughly 1%. And continuing to serve through veteran service organizations is a way to keep
give back.
Keep giving, yes.
Yeah.
Continue to
being
serve.
present.
Yes.
Well, you do amazing. This event sounds amazing. Again, okay, let's run over the dates and where our volunteers that we're hoping to draw in can come to help.
Okay. Again, it's at Sunset Cemetery. It's Wednesday, the 22nd at 5 p.m. we'll be starting placing the flags. It'll take like an hour and a half, 2 hours, just depending on how many people show up.
That's awesome. And then again, these flags are to commemorate the soldiers over Memorial Day, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Do you do this for every holiday or just?
We do this for Memorial Day because that is specifically a
Flag holiday?
Yes, it is specifically a date for commemorating those who have given the ultimate sacrifice.
Yes, that's awesome. All right. Well, okay, so again, if anybody wants to join Darrel, they can join him and the American Legion on Wednesday, May 22nd. And I hope everyone gets out there and gets them to get those flags in early. I hope that the weather holds out for you, too.
Right now it's supposed to.
That's awesome.
All right.
Well, thank you, Darrel. Thanks for being here today.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Coming up next, Kasey Schuster joins us from the Krazy Town Trampoline Park.
Are you looking for the perfect venue for your next special event? Check out Utopia Event Center.
Utopia has a large banquet room and an awesome bar area, perfect for anything from birthday parties to formal corporate meetings. It also offers a photo booth, stage for a DJ or a live band, and a fully stocked bar, all for only $300. Check us out at utopiaeventcenter.com or call Barn at 217-430-6559 for more information. Utopia Event Center, 900 North 12th Street in Quincy.
Instant Replay is your local sports bar. With 18 big screen TVs, we have all the sports packages from college games to pro games. We offer daily drink specials, and come check out the Bullpen, our newly renovated beer garden. Instant Replay, 2739 Chestnut in Quincy.
Kelly's has been a fun place to eat and drink in Quincy since 1982. A fun and friendly atmosphere, food with flavor, homemade cinnamon rolls, and famous cheese soup, the best menu in town. Kelly's, 2902 Broadway, Quincy.
The Liquor Booth is your home for a huge selection of beer, wine, and spirits. The Liquor Booth has 2 locations in Quincy, 3520 Broadway and 1500 North 12th Street. The Liquor Booth, where it's always happy hour.
Welcome to the Abbey, a Quincy tradition. With 6 big screens, a new larger kitchen, and now more seating capacity, the Abbey is the place to be before, during, and after the big game. Come enjoy fan favorite appetizers, steaks, burgers, and a variety of daily food and drink specials. Can't join us? Carryout is available too. Now with a convenient drive-up window to better serve you. 1736 Spring in Quincy. Opens at 3 p.m. Tuesday through Sunday. Come join all your friends at the Abbey, a Quincy tradition.
The Tower, a great place to meet and eat. But did you know the Tower has one of the finest drink selections in our area? Along with its incredible Mexican menu, the Tower specializes in tequilas for every taste. Names like Patron, Cabo Wabo, and Hornitos. And don't forget the margaritas. On Mondays and Tuesdays, stop by and pick up a single topping pizza and get Tower margaritas to go. Enjoy the Tower at home or in our dining room, bar area, or the Tower's signature climate-controlled porch. The Tower Pizza and Mexican in Quincy.
Joining me now is Kasey Schuster from the Krazy Town Trampoline Park. Thanks for joining me, Kasey.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Okay, so you had a huge opening this last week, was it?
Yeah, last week. Yep. We opened up on Thursday. Technically, we announced Thursday night, and then
like the soft opening.
And then we had our weekend of it's Mother's Day weekend. So we weren't really expecting it to be too crazy, which was good for us. But it was actually pretty busy. So
I know that my cohort, and sorry that she couldn't be here because she was really excited to talk to you about this. Her daughter has already been to it twice.
That's great. That's great. We love it.
Okay, so tell me, I got to know the details. For the viewers that don't know the details, I know a little bit about the details because I've been researching this. Mostly for my daughter, she's like, Mom, when can we go?
Yeah.
When can we go?
Yeah.
This is like really exciting news, not only for kids, but for parents.
Right, yeah.
So the details.
Yeah, so I mean, as far
You're
as
open.
Yeah, so we're fully open. We have birthday parties. We have birthday packages available. Check out our website.
Okay.
And, you can sign up for a birthday party.
What's your website?
It's crazytownquincy.com.
Okay,
So
and then they can follow you on Facebook too, I'm assuming?
Follow us on Facebook, yes. That'll link to the website as well.
Perfect.
You can book everything through the website.
So are you open 7 days a week?
We are open 7 days a week, Monday through Friday. Right now it is, Monday through Thursday it's 3:30 to 8.
Okay.
And then starting this week it's going to be on Fridays 3:30 to 9:30.
Okay.
And then Saturdays is 10 to 9:30, and then Sundays is 12 to 8.
That is a full plate for you, Kasey.
Yes, it
Kasey
is.
and your partner, Courtney, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So you're both on this endeavor, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Family affair.
It's a family affair. Yes, it is.
How many employees do you have
We
right
are
now?
up to 28, I think, right now.
Wow.
Yeah. We're still looking to add a couple more.
Okay.
Mostly high school kids, so we're trying to work around sports and events and band practice and, all of those kinds of things. So
Okay.
we're still working, looking to add a few more over the next coming weeks. But
So tell me a little bit. Okay, what is Krazy Town Trampoline Park?
yeah, so it's more than just a trampoline park. We've got a playground, we've got an air court, rock wall, foam pit, a Ninja Warrior course. We tried to, when we were designing this thing, to really have it be something that can touch everybody from 2 years old all the way to I feel like I'm 29.
Is that the age group though, 2 to
Two
infinity?
to whatever, yeah.
So
yep.
you have to be at least 2, obviously.
I mean, under 2, you can still come. We do have a toddler area
Okay.
That is dedicated for them. We have an area of the park that is 12 and under completely. Okay. So
the big kids aren't knocking the little kids
the kids
around.
aren't knocking the little kids down. Now we have to, police that a little bit because the big kids still want to get in on that jungle gym a little bit over there. So we have to watch that a little bit. But
what are the ages for? Because Ashley mentioned to me that Claire had been there and that she dropped her off. I'm like, what?
Yeah, so 13 and up is our you have to, if you're over 13,
sign a waiver and
you sign the waiver. Now parents still has to sign the waiver, but 13 and up you can stay at the park. You have to 12 and under you have to have a parent
understood.
present.
Man, that is so cool because that is reminding me of the mall days, like I know,
Yep.
you know what I'm saying? Like there's nothing, everyone always complains, there's nothing to do for, you've provided something to do.
Yeah, and that's been our goal from the beginning. Now, hopefully we don't have people abusing that too much.
Yeah.
I think there's been a lot of places that have had some troubles with that.
Sure.
Luckily, me and my management team don't really mind saying, hey,
don't abuse this power.
This isn't what we're standing for.
We're not babysitters.
And we'll hold your feet to the fire a little bit too.
Good.
So, and there's
I like
been a
hearing
few
that.
kids that have came in and found that out. So, that's kind of our expectation is, come in here. Yeah, if you're 13 and up can stay, but we expect you to act like you're 13 and up.
I love hearing that too.
Yeah,
exactly. Show them a little bit of obedience goes a long way.
Yep.
What is the show? It's the Ninja.
American Ninja Warrior.
Yeah, so this is what I'm picturing in my head, that what you're doing is training all our little Q-Townians to be we're going to see a lot more.
A smaller scale, but
Maybe we'll see an uptick of some Q-Town people on American Ninja Warrior, all because of what you provided.
that'd be great. Yeah.
How good are you on the scale of 1 to 10 on, I guess, is it like parkour on your stuff? Or?
Yeah, it's not there's some of it that's challenging. Mm-hmm. There's some of it that's not so challenging.
Can you do it though?
Can I do it? I actually haven't completely tried to do the whole thing yet.
Liability for your own.
I just, I've been more of I'm installing it, and now it's like, okay, now we got to run things, but I'm gonna try it at some point.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm going to do that on camera or not, but people are trying to get...
Well, that's what I was trying to get you to... I was going to convince you when we come... Because I'm hoping that we get to come out there with some cameras soon and have Randy shoot some things. I want the world to see what it's about.
We may do it. We may do it.
And that's when we'll have to have you...
Enough of a demand for it. Maybe I'll get out there and try to do it.
I think I'm going to hype up the demand.
All right.
Okay, so anything else coming up with... the park that you want to discuss?
So summer camp. We have a summer camp. It's called our Pathfinders Summer Camp. So originally my idea came from, what I believe that fathers should teach their kids. And so we've kind of dove into a little bit of, how does this work for a camp, from just a teaching aspect. And we have 5 pillars that we're based on. They're kind of in depth, to use an example, one is how to use a tape measure. Okay. And I don't mean just be able to take a item and tell me, hey, that's 4 inches long. I mean being able to take an item and say, okay, that's 4 inches long. How do I use that to solve this problem? You know, and then another is how to use a shovel. And it's not, hey, I'm going to go in and take the shovel and dig it, and I'm going to get a scoop full of dirt. That's not what I'm talking about. It's understanding that there's going to be blisters that come with that shovel, right? Using that shovel is hard work. There's sweat. You're going to sweat. There's going to be some hard work that goes along with it. Another one is identity, which we would get into, which I could go on for days about identity. And then also we will be Bible-based as well. Mm-hmm. So that will be one of the things that, I mean, that's our foundation. All the pillars will kind of come back to that, but we'll have a schedule and details on all of those things on our website coming up here, hopefully by the end of the day today.
Oh, awesome!
And then we'll be fully launching our
camp
program starting June 3rd.
So how long does that last for? So it starts June 3rd.
And it goes all the way, I believe, it's until the week before school starts again.
Okay.
And it is, so you will be able to purchase on a weekly basis.
Okay.
So like you sign up for 1 week at a time, or you can buy the whole thing if you want your kid to come all the time. You know, that's fine.
And there'll be reserved spots, I'm assuming?
There'll be reserved spots. Yeah, we'll have limited spots.
Okay.
Yep. I think it's 150 kids per week is what we'll max out at.
And then are they in, like you said, they're separated into different?
Yeah, it'll be different age groups. So it's going into first grade all the way through going into 8th grade.
Okay.
Is the grades or the age group, and then we'll have, you know, first and second grade will probably be together, third and fourth, you know, so on and so forth. And then we'll actually split it into teams within those divisions, because a lot of it's going to be focused on teamwork, you know, building, you know, relationships, because that's what I think is the most important thing that we can have is relationships. So, yeah, that's kind of the basis of the summer camp. So.
I am like loving everything that I hear, because it's just, again, it's a breath of fresh air for the community. It's something that, I'm not saying that, you know, this isn't offered, but like not in a trampoline park is it offered. Right. That's new. Yeah. One last thing that I want to touch on, you said about the pillars and these, it seems obviously pretty important to you. Why is that?
Yeah, so the whole basis of Crazytown is, you know, we are walk by faith believers. It's the name of the park comes from the song Crazy People by Casting Crowns. And, you know, it talks about in there, you know, we see the world as a mission field, and, you know, our mission starts here. And that's where our mission statement is. That's where it comes from. You know, I believe in following Jesus and, you know, love Jesus. And that's what I want to bring to the community. So.
Well, I think you're doing it, and thank you for doing it. Like, thanks for taking these steps and doing it. Thanks for joining me here today and giving the viewer a little bit about what Crazytown is. And again, like, I hope we can give them some more, like I said, with some video and
it's possible.
Yeah,
it's possible.
we need
My
to get them in there.
wife will love it. So yeah, that'll be great.
And I know, like I said, my daughter's been begging me, so we will be in there quite soon.
Absolutely, I appreciate it.
Thank you very much, Kasey, for joining us today.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
I think that does it for today's Daily Muddy. Catch us here for tomorrow for Club Muddy.
Muddy River News. Our home, our news.